So, hope the light is bright enough. Let me do some sharing. Where you guys at? Come on, let's talk tariffs. I'm waiting on y'all. Come on, somebody, let's talk. We are live. Let me share this to a few people, huh? Welcome. Who's there? Oh, Angel, I'm not talking to you. Who's there? I'm sharing this a little bit, so you guys bear with me, huh? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm sharing this with okay, let me share this link to a few people and then we can get started. If anybody in the house, talk to me. Where are the family? Where are you guys at? We might start doing this more often now. I'm waiting for y'all to get over here. So come on, you guys. Come on. Come on. Come on. Who's here with me? Let me know if the camera is correct. Because it said I should go horizontal or the other way. I don't know if I have it the right way. I want to talk Trump tariff. I got a whole mouth. I want to do a video. I'm going to do a sit down pre-recorded video, but I like to chat first. You guys come and join me. Let's handle the business here. Angel, who's there? I said, who's there? Anybody there? Talk to me. Yes, no, maybe. Let me know where you're connecting from. What city? What state? What county? Who's there? My camera is good. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I wasn't too sure the camera was good. I know the light is not perfect. I will have to set up a studio in my house one day when I finish with my house. I will have a nice little area for my studio. Then we're gonna handle the business filming. But I want to talk Trump and Tariff. We gotta talk. Should I start talking or should I wait for y'all to get up in here? Let's talk Tariff. You hear the ocean breeze in the back? You guys, you ready? Come on, talk to me. Who's here with me? I only have one. Oh, it says I have 5 people in here. Well, you guys are quiet. Are you shy? Are you guys shy? Come on, let's talk. You guys, should I just start talking? I was waiting to get an audience to start talking, at least a full house. But let's talk. I saw 2 videos that I would have to actually sit down and do a sit-down video. But I saw 2 videos. One of them was on the conservative news channel in the States, but I saw the clip on YouTube. So this is not like a YouTube, but it's an actual news clip, news video clip, and it says that Trump and China, they're actually battling with this tariff. Trump put 30%, China put 50%, Trump put a 30% on top of the 50%, and they're going back and forth, and China refused to back down, putting such a heavy tariff on goods coming from China. We all know most of the goods from the States are from China, if we're honest. If we're going to be honest about it, we're going to pretend. So if that is the case, that China and Trump, they are both flexing their muscles and having their egos being stroked, or the ego being bursted, whatever the word you want to use. But they're gonna be doing this. We, the citizens of those 2 nations, we are nothing more than collateral damage in the midst of this tariff war. We are the one caught in between. Because the consumers, the business owners, somebody's going to pay for the extra money. So what I'm looking at is, if Trump continues with this tariff war with China and any other countries, that means he's actually helping to set the stage for Africa to rise. You guys, you have to look at things differently, and don't look at it based on your emotions and your sentiment, and you're getting all caught up in your feelings, and you're having your panties and your box all tied up in a knot. Let me read this comment here. Let me get my glasses. I need you to tell me where y'all connecting from. Where the comment at? That we'll be relocating to Liberia later this year. Babylon is falling. You can say that again. Babylon is falling, or has fallen. So as I was saying, with the tariff law that Trump and China, they are fighting back and forth, flexing the muscles and trying to see who's the big man, who's the bigger man, and who's whatever. And the citizens of each of those nations are nothing more than collateral damage, that the one caught in the middle of this tariff war, because Trump is not going to pay for it. Even if he can afford to pay for it. If the goods are expensive, he can afford to pay. But can the average person afford to pay for it when the tariff gets high? When the cost of goods gets so high? The last video I did, I think it was a month ago, they said a half dozen or a dozen eggs is like, say 15 or 20 bucks or 25 bucks. I'm like, huh? Eggs? When I left, I think it was 8 bucks and I was complaining that it was too high. Now I hear it's 15 or 20 bucks for a dozen of eggs. Let me know what state, city, and nation you're connecting from. Now, let's go back to the tariff as I was saying earlier. Welcome, you guys. We're talking about tariff. Put your opinion there. I want to hear. Let us discuss. Now, so when I'm looking at this tariff war between Trump and China, what I'm beginning to think about now is that, wait, if this man continues this battle, that means goods shipped from China to America will be very expensive. And most of the goods sold in America is from China, if we are honest. Now, that means it'll be easier and cheaper to ship things from China to Africa, Liberia, Nigeria, Ghana. So Trump is actually allowing himself to also be used as an instrument, a weapon in the hand of God to set the stage for Africa to rise. Can I get an amen, somebody? I'm preaching good tonight. I don't care if you agree. What can look like evil and wickedness on the surface can actually be used for good if you know how to read messages and understand and analyze things without just getting all caught up in your emotions and your sentiments, getting angry. You will realize he caught up the USAID, and he has 43 nations in Africa that are on the banned list, travel ban list. He's deporting people left, right, and center. He put in tariffs. He put a tariff on Nigeria, and the reason why he put a tariff on Nigeria is because Nigeria stopped importing certain kind of food from America. I think it was cereal, rice, some other oil, things that they can produce themselves. They decided to stop importing that from America into Nigeria. He got an attitude because they stopped that, so he increased the tariff. I'm like, so he doesn't want any other nation to really rise. It's like he just want himself. I understand he put America first, but then every other nation, every other leaders in the world have to put themselves first. So if you put America first, and you put Liberia first, and put Nigeria first, and put Ghana first, then when you sit to the table, everybody is first. So who's going to be the one to make the first move? You see that? Should it be America first, Liberia first, Ghana first, Africa first? Or should it be humanity first? Because at the rate he's going, putting tariff left, right, and center, he also, first of all, he's creating a lot of enemies. And most of the enemies might end up become allies. And they may not even like each other. But because they have one arch enemy, which is him, they might come together just for one cause. So he put a tariff on Nigeria because Nigeria stopped importing certain kind of food from America because they want to produce it themselves. So he got an attitude like, okay, so they're not supposed to. You took away the aid that you said they shouldn't give aid to Africa. We agree. But now they also shouldn't produce their own food. Now you're getting the attitude. You see? You don't want to give them aid and they shouldn't produce their own food. Then what you want them to do? Are you guys getting this? Talk to me. Talk to me, somebody. Or am I talking to myself? Who's out there on internet land? Talk to me. I want to know who's here with me and Angel. Oh, I read that comments already. Yes. You guys, let's have a discussion over here. Because I'm sitting there thinking, this dude say he stopped the aid he stopped USAID, and I agree though. Because if we're honest, most of the USAID stuff, at least maybe 1% or 2% they might do good. But the other 98% is not for good. They just come on the surface without needing to say it's for good. But if you go do proper research and investigation, you'll find out 1 to 2%, even if 5% might be too generous to say that's how much aid they're actually giving. The other rest, the balance, is like a money making scheme, money laundering scheme, using to destabilize government is just And you heard that America, one of your own senator or U.S. governor was on the news a few weeks ago that Boko Haram was created and funded by the U.S. government under President Obama regime. Did you hear that was all over the news? My question is, if that is the case, why isn't the Nigerian government holding America accountable? If that was the other way around, America will not accept that. That you plotted, you planned, you trained, you executed, you released Boko Haram on America. They will come for you, my man. But the truth is out there and nobody's doing nothing about it. Nobody's doing nothing about it. Like, when will we start holding this company and these countries and these nations accountable for the evil and the injustice they have done to Africa? When? Their own senator, is not a senator or governor, U.S. senator said with his own mouth. You heard the videos out there. I cannot play because of copyright issue. But the video is out there. The video is out there, my friend. I didn't put the video there. It's out there, y'all. Okay. That Obama and the U.S. government created Boko Haram and released it on Nigeria. And remember the Chibok girls, bring back our girls. All of you are having your hashtag, bring back our girls. Bring back our girls. It was all the way more popular in America than any part of the world. I think you all started the hashtag. Americans started the hashtag, bring back our girls. Bring back our girls. Well, guess what? Your country was the one, even though you started the hashtag, bring back our girls, but your country was the one who started it. So what you're going to do about that now? You should hold your country accountable. And all those girls, where are they now? Somebody should talk to Trump. So your country, your government did this. For all your deportation and your cancel your USAID and all this tariff, okay, good. But what you going to do about what your country did? They should be held responsible. They should not just talk about that America created Boko Haram, we do Obama regime, and that's it. Something should be done. Somebody should be made to pay. Let me read your comments. You talk to me. Who's here? Hey, Sister Grace, what's up? Alberta, Wesley, what's up, girl? Come on in the house. A blessing in disguise for Africa to be self-sufficient and self-determined. Exactly. Thank you for that wonderful statement. I wish I could pin it. Yes, it is a blessing in disguise. That's how I look at it. That Trump is being used as an instrument, a weapon, a tool to make Africa and Africans wake up to become self-sufficient and depending upon themselves and depending upon the resources that they have been blessed with, instead of looting it, pillaging it, and then taking it out of the country or out of the continent, go into the West, go buy mansion, put it, pack it in the Swiss bank, and then leave your people here to suffer. That nonsense got to stop. And God using Trump to make that nonsense stop, directly or indirectly, but it's happening. Can I get an amen? I'm preaching good today. I don't care what you read. Let me put my glasses on and read our comment. Who's here? It's because it's not government against government, but government against the people. The world is a stage. It's not government against government. I'm not sure but it's government against people. Well, if you're talking about the Boko Haram thing, I would have to say it's government against government, because when you set up a terrorist group and unleash it on the nation, if one government train a terrorist group and provide all the tools and the weapons and the resources they need so that terrorist group can terrorize a nation, then it's government against government, because who trained the groups? Who released them? Who gave them weapons? Who kept them alive? Who pumped money into the terrorist group to make it grow and terrorize? No, it's government against government. Because if a government set up a terrorist group and release it in another government against the people of that government, then the government of that country should not sit down and lie that when the truth has come out, they should make that other government to pay. Because that was if you flip the shoes on the other foot, and Nigeria government created Boko Haram and unleashed it upon America, we'll not be having this conversation. We'll be in the brink of World War III, already in the midst of World War III. Let's be honest. But when they do something to Africa, or anybody in Africa, our leaders too, they are too timid, they are afraid to talk and demand America to pay for the damage she caused by raising Boko Haram. They are afraid to ask, because if they ask, Then America will say, well, all the aid that we used to give you and all the funding and the allocation, we're not going to give it to you this year. They're afraid for pennies. And it really is pennies compared to all the raw materials, the minerals, the resources that we have in the continent. What the Western nation gave us in aid is pennies by comparison. They should make them pay for what they did. You remember our cheekbook girls, bring back our girls? America did that to us. And we still want to, some of you still want to rush and play DV and go to America. They did that. And our government are not holding them accountable. Because nobody can do that to America. They will be made to pay, my man. You're made to pay. You'll be made to pay. But our leaders are afraid to ask them for justice. They say, you did this. You're Coco Boko Haram. You're training them. You'll provide resources and tools and weapons and money. And you're unleashing upon our citizens. And they took 300 girls. So today, we don't even know what happened to those girls. Those young women. Those little girls. So today, we don't know what happened to all of them. American government did that to Nigeria. But all the rest of Africa should come together, mobilize with Nigeria and go to America and say, I have to pay for what you did. They have to be made to pay. Their own senator said it. It's not enough for them to say, Obama regime brought Boko Haram to Nigeria. Okay, thank you for the truth, but somebody got to pay. Somebody got to pay, some heads got to roll. I'm just saying. Don't get me started. Let me read your comment. Who's here with me? Talk to me. You agree or you disagree? Come on, you guys. Come on. Talk to me, y'all. Talk to me. Our leaders are afraid to ask because they think, oh, I'm reading yours comment. They scared. They scared. They scared. Who's here with me? You see what I'm talking about? The truth came out and nobody is holding the U.S. government and Obama accountable for what he did to these girls and to Nigeria. We all know the era of Boko Haram, how they terrorized Nigeria. They burned down churches, destroyed lives. They terrorized the nation called Nigeria. And this was done by U.S. The U.S. did this. And nobody is holding them accountable. It's not like some kind of militant group in some kind of nutcase and nut jobs or some militant group in America did that and they sent it. This is a government that funded this program and trained those guys and released them upon Nigeria to terrorize them. You all saw the video of the U.S. Senator saying that. I could play the video, but because of copyright, I don't want to get a copyright strike. So but you saw it's been all over the social media a week or 2 weeks ago. He said it. And we're just quiet like cricket. Why? Why are our leaders not demanding some kind of justice from the U.S. government for what they did? Because what? They are afraid. If they ask America to pay, America say, well, if we're going to pay them, all the aid we'll give you, we're not going to give you any more aid. Then they'll keep their aid and stuff it where the sun don't shine. Africa does not need aid. Africa, the continent of Africa does not need aid. What Africa needs is, number one, let the Western nation keep their hands out of Africa's cookies jar. AKA our raw materials, our minerals, and our resources. Stay out of our continent. Stop looting and pillaging and stealing our resources. That's the first thing you need to do. We don't need aid. We need you to leave us alone and stop stealing from us. Number two, we need you to leave us because if Africa get a leader that's doing well and they don't like it and they are intimidated, let's they're going to take that leader out through military coup, through disease epidemic, through war, through famine, something they're going to try to do. Every war that has ever been started in Africa, they are behind it. Who did? The same people who brought Boko Haram to Nigeria. If you don't believe me, go do your research, you'll find out. It's time for Africa to rise up. It's time for Africa and Africans to unite. We're supposed to rule the world. Africa have more than enough natural resources to supply the world. Why are we begging for handouts from the world? Somebody help me to understand this, please. I can't understand it for the life of me. I repeat, Africa have more than enough natural resources to supply the world. Yet we are begging for handouts from the world. Why? Because somebody behind the scene, they are looting and they are pillaging, they are stealing our minerals. Together with some of our corrupt and evil and wicked, diabolical politicians, principalities in suits. They are nothing more than demons and principalities manifesting in the flesh as politicians. They will work together with the Western nation to pillage and loot us. That's it. They should be taken out the same way. Remove them out of power. Get them out of office. We shouldn't be begging for handouts. We should be supplying the world. Beloved. Anyway, no preaching tonight. Since you guys are quiet, I'm gonna wrap it up because it's getting late. What time is it? Inja, what time is it here? It's 10 o'clock. It's exactly 10:10. So you guys are quiet. I'm gonna wrap this up then. Who's here? Oh, Sister Grace, you still here? Yes. Y'all talk to me. Let's have a conversation. I'll do a video on this subject and upload a video on my channel. And now that we know the truth is out, that's who created Boko Haram. That person, that government entity, that government group should be held. Obama should be held responsible, and the U.S. government, because he was in office as president of America at that time, so that means he represented, or he represents the U.S. government. So as a president, you train, you cook up, and you unleash a terrorist group upon another nation. You should be held responsible. You and your nation should be held responsible because you gave the order. You were the president at that time. There should be a lawsuit against Obama and a lawsuit against the U.S. government for doing that. Why would you? Name one nation that can cook up a terrorist group and unleash it upon America? Name one. Name one nation that can do and get away with it. But they can do and get away with it. Is it fair? Let's be honest. I don't hate America. I don't hate any nation. I want justice. No nation can do and get away with it. But why should they do and get away with it? And nobody's talking. We're like crickets. You're scared to ask. Our presidents and leaders in Africa are scared to speak up, because if you speak up, the little pennies and the little crumbs they gave us, they call it aid, it might stop coming. So we just look the other way, or we pretend that we didn't hear that. We got to stand up with our back and tell them, listen, we don't need your aid. Keep your aid. If you're still out of our continent, start pillaging and looting us, we'll figure out, find a way, and use our brain cells and find a way to develop our continent without y'all's help. Because if you allow them to help you to boast and brag forever that you were too dumb and ignorant and stupid to build up your own continent, they had to come and help you. Those days are over. God sent some of us to the West and brought us back when our eyes are open, our minds are sharpened, our heart is ready to make Africa first. This is your girl Dagnetw. I'm going to sign up right now. Unless you got something else to say, I'm done. Angel, come say something to the people. Come and say good night to the people, Fange. Into vessel. Uma? Uma, vessel me. Uma? You want some fire? Oh. Now I mentioned fire, you're drunk. Enjoy love for Kanya. You guys, good night, though. Eh? I'm going to bed now, okay? I am tired.